There's like this huge problem that I've been noticing in the dating world. The good, respectful men, the men with boundaries, will not approach women because they're trying to respect their boundaries. And it is true that biologically speaking, women are far more attuned to subtleties, like body language subtleties, than men. So a lot of times women will actually be giving off clues and cues that they want to be approached, but it's more of like they're trying to give off a vibe or something, and the man has no idea. What ends up happening is that it's the men with no boundaries, or that don't respect boundaries, or the narcissists or the creeps, that end up approaching the woman. And then the women in my life complain that it's only the creeps that approach them, when it's really, we women need to be giving off way more intent.
For some, stepping back from the process becomes the simplest option. When something feels unnecessarily complicated, people eventually disengage. Clarity often comes from removing yourself from confusion.
Hold on, but here's the issue, right? You got a bunch of modern women who are not traditional in any sense, who still demand traditional treatment from men.
That is an issue.
I disagree with them. That's an issue.
Yeah, that is an issue.
Okay, but like, let's take it to one of the ultimate things that a woman can do to be a traditional woman, which is to be a virgin until you meet your life partner. How many of you have a body count of 1 or 0?
What is your point?
The inconsistency is often visible, even if it isn't acknowledged directly. Expectations can lean one way while behavior moves in another. That gap tends to reveal itself without much explanation.
That opened my eyes to the wickedness of women.
There it is.
And I said, oh.
This is what men have been saying forever.
Women will weaponize their perceived weakness and play the victim. They throw rocks and hide their hand.
But you've never been on the other side.
But I've never been on the other side because I wasn't doing to men what these women be doing. How terrible they are as friends, as relationship partners. Women are terrible relationship partners. For me, it's about the truth. Now, when this come out, women gonna have a problem.
Yeah, they're gonna call you a pick-me.
They're gonna call me a pick-me, but here's the thing. I'm saying it because it's the truth. And I don't want to be with either one of them. Most of these women wouldn't even be qualified to be with me. They wouldn't, because I have a standard of behavior. And it's just some stuff I'm not tolerating. When I deal with women, in my mind, it's always a partnership.
Okay.
But I find myself doing all the work. Nobody ever considers me. It's always a take. There is no, you just sit here and you just receive. I don't believe that. We're both supposed to function at our highest capability and our full selves, and we bring who we are to the table.
Right.
This is your skill. You bring that to the table.
Right.
You want somebody to bring all that while you just show up and partake in what they got. No.
When roles begin to shift, perspective tends to shift with them. Taking on responsibility usually brings a different level of awareness. Over time, that awareness changes how decisions are made.
Okay, ladies, I hate to say it, but I have to say it because I am sick of this and I'm speaking to myself. Why do we never give the nice guy the chance? Like, why do we look at the nice guy like the ones who's just annoying and just thirsty and they're always available and not attractive to us? And meanwhile, we're complaining that we're getting dogged out, that we're dealing with manipulative, narcissistic men who can't treat a woman right. Not even men, little boys who don't know how to treat a woman right, who just fumble us all the time. Like, we complain that we get treated like that, but 9 times out of 10, we overlooked the nice guy to deal with this man. Boy. Like, I don't get it. Why do we do that? In 2024, can we stop doing that? I'm speaking to myself too, because I hate that I do this too. Like, can we give the nice guys a chance? Let's give the nice guys a chance. I want the nice guy. I want the guy that's texting me, "Good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day today because you're such a blessing and I'm grateful to know you." Like, I want that guy. I don't want the guy that's texting me, "Hey, what's up?" Can we stop doing that? This is not.
Certain realizations tend to happen later rather than earlier. Timing plays a role in how those insights are received and acted on. Once that shift happens, priorities tend to adjust quickly.
Men are fucking done. And at the same time, women at home are saying, "Where are all the good men?" all the good men were ruined by plenty of women. They had money taken from them. They had their finances fucking crumble because of some women. They had their children taken away from them. They lost jobs. They tried to give and give and give all the fucking time. And all these women did was belittle them, disrespect them, mental abuse, physical abuse. There was so much abuse involved now that the good men are fucking done. They're not going to sit there and listen to the BS no more. They're not going to sit there and keep being disrespected. A man wants one thing in a relationship more than he ever wants love, and that's respect. And if you can't provide him with that, move the fuck over.
Peace and freedom tend to carry more weight once they've been experienced consistently. Being single isn't seen as a loss when it provides stability. Over time, that becomes a standard rather than a compromise.
Oh my God, there are just like no good guys out there. Everybody's terrible. Dating apps are the worst. Like every guy I meet is such an asshole. Like I just don't understand. Like I'm going to be single forever because it's just so hard out there. Want to know a secret where all the nice guys are? Yeah? Okay. Look around. They're everywhere, okay? They're the ones that you put in the friend zone. They're the ones on your dating app inbox that you've just ignored. They're the ones that have been repeatedly asking you out, but that you won't go out with because they don't make your stomach flip. Like that asshole traumatic guy that's unavailable, that's been stringing you along forever and that you can't let go of. So where's the real ownership that we have? It comes down to working on ourselves, getting over that toxic behavior so that we can see somebody for who they really are. Understanding that social media and the movies and everything has lied to you about what they believe a true relationship should look like. It's not as exciting as you think, but it can be secure and stable and wonderful. And there are amazing guys out there that would be a husband and a father and a friend to you. And you need to do the work so that you can wake up and actually see them.
Modern dating often reflects a lack of full commitment on both sides. People stay partially engaged while exploring multiple options at once. That environment naturally leads to fatigue and disengagement.
Single girls, I need you to listen up. I just found man heaven. Forget about bars and clubs. Your future husband is at the golf course. I already signed up to be coming here weekly. Happy husband hunting. Ladies, we got.
Patterns in attraction and decision-making tend to repeat more than people admit. Outcomes often follow those patterns. Even when they're predictable, over time, experience replaces assumption.
Alright, so everybody keeps telling me there's all these wonderful men out there that'll take you on dates and buy you flowers and do sweet things for you. And everywhere I look, there's all these men on TikTok that are talking about how they would love that kind of opportunity with a woman and all of these things. And I don't seem to understand why I can't find them. Can someone point me in the right direction, please? Thank you.
A lot of men reach a point where effort no longer feels balanced. When energy is consistently one-sided, the response becomes more reserved. That shift is less emotional and more practical.
I was at the beach today alone, and the spot where I wanted to sit was like right by a rock because I wanted to lean up against it and read. There's this guy like directly in front of me, like maybe 10 feet away. Super cute, like really cute guy. And he noticed me, I noticed him, we smiled at each other, whatever. And I was at the beach for a good like 3 hours, maybe 4, just reading. I had like one headphone in, wasn't like, I like the door was open, and a part of me wanted to go up to him and like be like, hey, how's it going? But honestly, another part of me was just like, what the hell am I doing thinking of going up to guys? I don't want a guy who's too shy to come up to me. I don't want a guy that I have to make the first move with. Yes, he was very cute. He was alone. He looked single. But why the hell would I put myself out there and be like, hey, how's it going? And I honestly think it's like a super huge issue with guys nowadays where it's like, just make the move. I've made the moves before to guys. I've given guys my number, like, and gone up to them first. But at this point, I'm kind of over that. I'm like, I'm not, no, like, you can come up to me. Maybe that's a hot take, but honestly, like grow a pair. Grow a pair. You were smiling at me. You were making little flirty faces. Like, just come up to me and ask for my number. It's really, really not that hard.
There are situations where long-term investments don't produce expected outcomes. When that happens, people start reassessing the structure itself. That reassessment often leads to more cautious decisions moving forward. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.